Hi, this is Jerome Andre. I'm here with Eric Dotson, and he's going to talk about his babies that he just finished for the SEMA show. So tell us about it.
This is a 1991 Nissan R32 GT-R. We've done a full P90D Tesla dual motor setup. To my knowledge, it's the first one in the world to be all-wheel drive. We've got 16 Tesla battery modules in it.
Yeah.
It's been a journey. We picked this car up in June, so it's been 5-month build to get to this point. Our goal was to get to SEMA.
Why did you want a four-wheel drive car?
For traction and for speed. We're building JDM Hero cars in the 90s. These are the cars that were on my wall. As a kid, I've always been into JDM cars. Came into Hondas and do a lot of Supras and Skylines at my current speed shop.
So how did you get this car? It was a rolling shutter, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, lots of searching. Actually, that was accredited to my wife and business partner, Amanda Dotson. She found the shell on Facebook Marketplace in Dallas. So we drove out to Dallas and picked it up from there. But we scoured.
Maybe mention where your shop is.
We're in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
We tune lots of ICE vehicles too, but we're trying to get into the forefront of new technology, and I think electric is where speed and hot rodding is really going. So we wanted to jump on that as soon as we could.
This is your very first build. What makes you decide to just go all in and build an EV?
Kind of the whole idea, if you don't run with your idea, somebody else will.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get on it. There were a couple things. We went to SEMA last year. We took as many classes to learn as much as we could. We ended up going with the Legacy EV guys to get certification through. And
I mean, you could have started with something easier, not even a four-wheel drive and a smaller
I like to
battery
go
pack.
fast.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to make a 100 horsepower electric car to putz around in. I wanted a monster.
Let's see what's under the trunk.
What's more monstrous than Godzilla, right? So we got a total of 16 modules. There are 8 in the trunk. We got 2 where the gas tank used to go. We got 6 under the hood.
So it's pretty packed. So obviously you lost the trunk space. You still have room in the back. Yeah.
So our goal was to be able to sit in the car and not have to be reminded that you're in an EV. You can kind of get lost in the JDM heritage, enjoy your classic Skyline, but still have that power, be a little more responsible. Not have to ever go to the referee again. You could drive this car in California and have an 800 horsepower monster that doesn't look like every other Tesla on the road.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool.
So let's have a look over here. Obviously, it's a right-on drive.
Right-hand drive. Yep, they only came in right-hand drive.
So the interior mods are fairly standard from the 90s to early 2000. Bucket seats.
Keep with tradition. We got Recaro seats.
Nice.
Momo steering wheel. We redid. So Tesla has plaid, and JDM era was confetti, right? So we did confetti here. So we're gonna say we're going confetti with this car when we go fast.
Show us the charge port also.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Premium electrons only.
So even the wheels, they look from the 90s.
Yes.
Tell us about them.
These are legitimate Volk TE37s. They even have a little born on sticker on all the wheels to authenticate them from 1997. So we're keeping with the JDM era.
Tell us more about the gear shift.
The gear shift, so I do a lot of modern cars now, and I really like the shifter from the new Mark V Supras.
Okay.
So I went to a BMW shifter and we modified it to work with the T2C. So it triggers the T2C reverse and drive now. Okay.
But let's go back here and give us more details of the component you've been using and why you opted for Tesla modules in particular.
Well, I wanted the energy density. I was looking to create my own battery, and after looking at reviews for safety, I mean, I saw a video where a guy was like hitting the 1860, I forget the number exactly, on the battery.
Yeah.
And they seemed like they were one of the safer lithium batteries.
Mm-hmm.
So I did them for packaging, for safety, and for their energy density for what's available now. Mm-hmm. I'll probably do new batteries on my next build, but this really worked well, especially with my timeline and trying to get this one done. but I wanted to be able to make this look kind of like a traditional like valve cover. That's why I kind of designed the window and the valley in between them to kind of like, this is where your coil packs would have gone. Just visually like have a throwback to the RB motor that came out of here.
So Nissan could have done this back in the 90s if we were converting cars back in the 90s. They would have this. Even the color would have been
stylized. Yeah, this is a traditional GT-R color. It's the midnight purple. It actually came on the R34. This is a 32.
So we can hardly see the motor, but you can maybe.
So we've got, so it's the P90D. So it's got the P90D small drive unit from the front, and then the large drive unit is the sport model with the ludicrous and everything. So it's got the full package there.
So what are the next steps?
We got a little debugging to do, but mostly I want to add some creature comforts. We're going to be putting AC in it. We've got the power steering, electric power steering already ready to go in. We just ran out of time before SEMA. We've got an electric heater core that's going in this to replace the traditional water heater core. And then we're going to dyno this thing, and then we're going to take it to the track.
Well, I look forward to this. But let us know also about the cooling, what you have to do.
We're running 2 cooling systems. I wanted to keep the batteries happy at their temperature, and then we've got a separate system for the motor inverters so that they can all operate and be happy. Rather than have, and a lot of attention was spent to make sure that there was cooling priority to each battery too. So like everything's split, so everything gets cooled. It's not like starting at one battery and ending at the end where the last one gets all the heat. They all get cooled equally. So
what did you use as far as brakes?
We've got regen braking, but we also have 6-piston calipers up front. They're AP Racing brakes.
Yeah, also
it's a big brake
touch
kit.
To the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. And then we also have Brembos in the back.
So how much is left of the original shell? These are all aftermarket parts, aren't they?
It is a full body kit.
Yeah.
So the fender's hood, front bumper are fiberglass. Doors, rear quarters are steel. Back bumper's original with a lip, and then the trunk is also fiberglass for weight.
Okay.
I guess that's something to talk about too. The weight on this car is on paper is 3,200. With all the conversion and everything, we ended up at 3,520. So it's only a 320 horsepower increase over the factory weight. I actually have a customer that brought his single turbo converted GT-R to the shop, and he's still at 3,190 even with the single turbo swap. So we're pretty close.
Maybe we should try to figure which one is the fastest.
Oh, that is definitely going to be happening. We have a couple races coming up. It'd be really neat to get on like this versus that with the Hoonigan, see if they can put it up against a couple things once we get all the stuff lined out. But definitely have a couple races locally set up already for some proving.
What were the main challenging and as far as training also, how did you just jump into this project?
I really wanted to make sure that we were safe, so we wanted to get all the certifications and equipment and stuff to make sure that we could work on everything properly and not get injured. I already kind of do full chassis harness wiring, so I came into it with a lot of that knowledge already. Some of the challenges have been getting with some of the new components and making sure that systems work together correctly, and honestly just getting everything kind of standardized, because there are different companies doing it different ways, and trying to make sure everybody's working together so that things work together.
Nice. So if you had an advice to give to yourself 6 months ago, what would it be?
Well, one, make sure you get some sort of safety training. Like that is paramount. Make sure you don't kill yourself working with this high voltage stuff. And 2, just kind of like look at packages and see what works together and try to do your homework as best you can. I mean, I still came across 2 units I thought would work together, and I found out it didn't work out that way. But
so if you were to redo the same car today, what would you change or not change?
I would do a different charger, but what I might be doing now is adding a VCU. So, so adding an extra brain to the system. but both are good options. There's, what is it? All roads lead to Rome. There's lots of different ways to crack this egg, and hopefully we're doing it in a way that makes us go fast.
All right. Well, thank you very much for this introduction. People will be able to see this car at the next event next year, like the Electrified Expo, SEMA probably, in the new version.
Both.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Perfect. All right. Here we go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. Bye bye.
All right.